Dive into the quarterback position after a reminder that Upside is a proud sponsor of the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show. If you're still paying full price for gas, what are you doing? Stop leaving money behind. Get real cash back every time you fill up with the free Upside app. Simply download the Upside app in the App Store or on Google Play and start earning cash at the pump today. Use our limited time promo code TOUCHDOWN to get an extra 25 cents back per gallon on your first fill-up. You can make up to $300 a year just from buying the gas you already need. At first, I thought it was too good to be true, but it's totally legit. Real people are getting paid just to make their daily commutes, and you can too. Plus, you can cash out anytime to your bank account, PayPal, or an e-gift card for Amazon or other brands. Don't let this offer drive on by. Download the free Upside app today using limited time promo code TOUCHDOWN for a limited time 25 cent per gallon bonus. That is promo code TOUCHDOWN. Offers vary by location. Go to upside.com for terms and conditions. Let's dig into the quarterback position a little deeper. It was not a good performance from Joe Flacco yesterday. He had a mind-boggling interception. He was 0 for 5 on throws out of the pocket and was eventually benched in favor of Dillon Gabriel very late in the game. Jason, I'll let you start with this one. Should the Browns make the change at quarterback now, or are you running it back with Flacco against the Packers next week?
You want to throw Dillon Gabriel against Micah Parsons?
Yeah, exactly.
No, it's
Dillon
not.
Gabriel is even saying, let's wait a week.
Yeah, no. It's coming. It may be faster than we all
It
anticipated.
may come just in the second quarter.
I mean, the Packers may decide for him if they get a clean shot on Flacco.
That's what I mean.
But as of right now, I wouldn't make the move yet. I kind of, after the Pittsburgh, because we've talked about this all summer. Where in the schedule is the break where it feels okay to put a third-round rookie quarterback in? At home against the Packers? No. The Lions? No. London? No. At Pittsburgh? You want to throw a third-round rookie in at Pittsburgh for his first start? No. So it kind of feels like after you get through that might be the time. So as of now,
I don't know he'll be healthy by then.
Flacco? He may not. He may not survive.
I don't know how that happens.
He may not survive.
Our offensive line has retired.
Well, yeah. I mean, there is so much we could talk about. I'm trying to stay on Mike's timeline with this. So I'll stick to just the question at hand. Is it time for the Browns to consider a change at quarterback? I don't think yet. But again, guys, this is why I kept saying all summer, and you guys kept yelling at me, why are you playing a 40-year-old quarterback? What is the point? What are you trying to get out of this? Why are they doing this? Well, here you go. You're playing a 40-year-old quarterback who can't move, who can't defend himself. The Ravens are dropping 7 into coverage and saying, all right, Joe, what are you going to do? What's Joe going to do? Nothing. Like, that's why there's nobody open. The Ravens weren't even blitzing yesterday. And part of it is the offensive line. DeJuan Jones, this is a major opportunity for DeJuan Jones to make himself a lot of money and prove to the Browns he can be a franchise left tackle. He's 0 for 2. He's had 2 games to show it. He's not even close. And he's not the only one. But, you have backup tackles at both spots. The Ravens are sending 4 and getting there. And Joe can't defend himself, basically. He can't move. So there's nobody open downfield. What's the release valve in the NFL when nobody's open? The quarterback takes off and runs. You can't do that with him. What's the staple of the Browns offense? Rollouts, bootlegs. You can't do that with him. You can't move the pocket with him. He's a statue back there.
That's why the time to make the change is now.
Well, okay, but
are we going to roll this out against Green Bay and expect different results?
It's not going to be a different result.
Of course not. But you've said it. Many in the media have said it. 2025 is an exploratory season.
Yeah.
Forget the fun 3 hours on Sunday. It's going to be torture week in and week out. We have one mission. We have one goal. Who's our quarterback? Okay. I didn't think I'd get here this soon. I didn't think the offensive line would be this bad.
Yeah, it's bad right now.
Really disappointed.
Well, yeah.
Really disappointed. And you know what? I don't know that it's fair to ask Dillon Gabriel to go out in the NFL and try to perform with that as his armor.
He can at least move a little bit.
He can move. That's why the time to do it is now.
I'm not going to give the tackles are the biggest problem right now, but even inside, I think Wyatt gave up a sack too yesterday.
Pocic wasn't that good last year.
Yeah, he wasn't. He struggled.
Yeah.
No one looked good on the offensive line. Yeah. I mean, can anybody make an argument for any of the players that played on the offensive line yesterday that they played well?
Bull, you're going to make the change, ain't you? I tell you, I would make – here's why I would make the change. I agree with some of what Sean said. The true value of figuring out whether somebody else is ready to go or not, you don't find that out, and you don't give them any type of pat on the back by being a backup quarterback holding the clipboard. You find out about 2 rookies by putting them in the game.
That's it.
You throw them in the game, you figure out what they got. If it's me, you put them in. My thing is, if you're going to put Dylan Gabriel in the game at the end of the game and let him play, if you're not going to make the change the next week, don't put him in the game. If Myles Garrett got to continue to go out there and rush the passer when you're down by 40 or something,
why is your quarterback?
Joe Flacco, why are you coming off?
Well, it's an opportunity to give a young guy his first reps in a non-pressure situation.
Yes, so now he got him, and now we're going to accelerate that game plan. Because Jay is right. The acceleration has happened. That's the thing about what football does. You can prognosticate all you want, but what happens when you actually see the games and they actually count? Then you're like, oh, we can't do this. This is bad. So look, give him the opportunity, send Dylan Gabriel out there, and see what he can do. The game is at home. You got a week to prepare for it. Dylan Gabriel is already almost 25 years old. He's the most experienced guy. You told me all this. You said you took him for a reason.
So let's see it.
It's not like he didn't get reps in the offseason. It's not like you didn't say he didn't learn the playbook, because he knows it, and he's played a lot of college. To be truthful, somebody asked me what's the difference between him and Tua, because they remind me of. I said the difference is Tua is only 2 years older than him and has been in the league 6 years.
Yeah.
He's already 25 and almost. So go ahead and put him out there, because at the end of the day, Joe Flacco playing, he was stuck in the mud. Remember on Scooby-Doo when they used to be running from the monsters and they'd be moving their feet but not going nowhere? That's how it was. They can't run nothing with this offense. And by the way, it opens you up, Kevin. It gives you an opportunity to either move the pocket a little bit, do some things, because you actually got guys that don't have their Buckeye card and get 20% off at Denny's on Friday.
The Cleveland Browns have opened as a 9-point home underdog. Think about how bad you have to be to be a 9-point home underdog in week 3.
I'd take that all day, too.
Even more than that, they opened at 8.5 this morning.
Oh, did they?
It's gone up to 9,
up
which
to
means
9.
people are hammering the Packers.
So here's the thing.
Continue to go up, because
First
I'll
of
take
all,
that bet all day long.
I'm going to say something. Jason was right. Something I
I love when you say that.
Something I disagree with.
Again,
He's right and he's wrong here.
Okay.
He's right
Focus on the right.
on something he said all offseason. We all gave him crap about it, and he was right. Kenny Pickett should have been the starter for this team. Now, Kenny Pickett sucks and would have fallen on his face just like Flacco has, but at least he can move. At least he's not a statue. The Browns should have, Jay, to your point about their offensive line, the Browns should have known that their offensive line was going to be bad.
All the signs are there.
They should have known it. Maybe we should have known it was going to be this bad, and maybe we were kidding ourselves. That being said,
I do think if they had competent tackle play, a lot of it would look better. They don't have competent tackle play right
But
now.
that's, of course, you can say that about any bad
Well, yeah, I
offensive
know.
Right.
line.
Yeah.
if
Right.
you're good at the tackle,
The problem is the guys who are good are really old.
yes.
The guys who are
and
so,
just what?
they're
that's
declining.
why-
and they're
yeah.
not,
And they are.
and
Like
they're
Joe-
not great anymore.
no, Joe Batonio's still a good player, but
Yes.
he's not elite
No,
anymore.
and he's
he's
in the
not.
last year of his career.
That's right. And so, here's where I disagree with you. You say, well, I can't put him in against Green Bay. I can't put him in this game. Why not? He's not a first-round pick.
Correct.
Like, I got to throw him out there.
Stunt his growth.
What stunt his growth?
I think
most
they
third-round
believe-
picks don't end up being nothing as quarterbacks.
That's
No,
fair.
you're right, but
So-
that's what you're down to, though.
If he can't handle, if him getting his ass kicked by the Packers destroys his career, he was never going to be good anyway.
Well,
part
it's
of
his
it-
first NFL. It would be his
So
first
what?
NFL start. That's so unfair.
You got to
So
have
what?
it at some time.
That's so unfair.
Cam Ward
part of
started
it's
week
not-
1 against the
Got
Denver
it.
Broncos.
Wait.
Got it. But
Hold
that's
on,
just,
hold on.
It's
Cam
not
Ward
just
was
it's
number
the
one
Packers
overall
and then
pick.
the Lions and then the Vikings
So what?
and then the Steelers.
First of all,
it's like
the Lions' defense isn't really anything special, and the Vikings have looked terrible in the first 2
yeah, but
weeks.
it's in London. I just listen. If you want to throw him out there, it's
But what,
sort of like
Jay,
what,
what I don't understand is you're arguing with me, but you said he should play this week anyway.
I do, but you're saying if he doesn't do well, he's a bust.
No, that's not what I said.
What did you say?
I said
If he doesn't do well, he's not an NFL quarterback.
No, that's not what I said. I said if he gets his ass kicked in this game and that ruins his career.
And he builds mentally.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't
I'm not
agree with
saying
that.
I don't care. I expect him to play bad in this game. I'm not saying if he plays bad that says anything. I'm saying if he plays bad and he can never overcome that, then he was never going to be good. It's one game.
If he can never overcome that.
Right, that's all I'm saying. I'm not talking about
then,
if he plays.
Then we go to your point.
Yeah.
Like, when does he get a break in the schedule?
Ain't no breaks in the NFL.
The
Don't we get that?
The NFL decided clearly that we're going to sink the Browns ship by the middle of October.
No. The Browns sunk the Browns ship.
Well,
the
I'm just saying, with the schedule that they gave them.
This the NFL.
I know it is, but
every single
yesterday
week,
the Bengals got Jacksonville.
But Jacksonville could beat the Browns. If you put Jacksonville on the schedule, they get smoked next week.
No, but Jay's point is Jacksonville versus this gauntlet.
Give me Green Bay.
We said all summer it was murderer's row.
It's
exactly what it is.
It's a tough schedule. But here's the thing. Like I said about the 30th anniversary, at some point, the woe is me got to stop.
Yeah.
The rest of these teams laugh at you and beat you up, and then you keep coming home. Like my mom told me. She said, I don't believe you bringing the violence to nobody, but let me find out that you done been to school and somebody picking on you and you didn't do nothing. First of all, you're going to come home, I'm going to deal with you, I'm going to put you in the car, and we're going to trot you right back up to the school, and we're going to figure out what you're going to do. Now, for the Cleveland Browns, at some point in time, put the boy in the game, young man, and let's cook. You got to figure it out.
I don't disagree with that.
Because you can't run and pick the point on the schedule where it's like, oh, this is an easy one. Ain't no easy ones. That's the great thing about the NFL.
But there are some that are easier than others.
On paper.
I know this wasn't on the schedule, and we're going to get to it eventually, but I'll just throw it out there right now. Someone texted me yesterday about the way this could unfold. And what they said was, and I just want quick reaction to it because it was intriguing to me. He said now he understands that report from week 1 that Shedeur Sanders won't see the field this year. The Browns know how bad their offensive line is, and they know that the absolute worst combination would be a quarterback notoriously holds the ball too long with this offensive line. So I said, so where do they go? Well, if the season unfolds the way he thinks it will, and Flacco will be gone soon, and who knows what's going to happen when we get to quarterback number 2, whether or not he stays healthy. He believes they'll go out and get a veteran quarterback and bring someone in.
It would be a mutiny.
That would be crazy.
We got to see him at some point.
It would be
insane.
mutiny.
See, what I said was I want to see that. Okay, let me see it with my own eyes.
That doesn't make any sense, though. Why would you play your 3rd round pick behind this line, but not your 5th round pick?
Because they've made he said that he now understands that report that came out. I guess it was week 1.
Shedeur's not playing because
Mancini.
Shedeur's not playing because Shedeur's not ready.
Yeah, but it was also coupled with the fact was that the Browns knew exactly what they had.
But wouldn't that
offensive
prevent
line.
them from playing Dylan Gabriel too?
No, I don't think so because his tendency is he's more mobile and he doesn't hold on to the ball too long. The combination of a terrible offensive line and a quarterback that holds the ball too long.
Here's the problem.
That isn't going to end well.
Here's the problem with that.
Point,
if you got a terrible offensive line and a 45 or 46 or 40, matter of fact, he might be 41, but he play like he's 60. You got a 60-year-old quarterback that can't move. Then how does that guy give you the best chance to win?
I'm not making special arrangements for late draft picks.
No.
Dylan Gabriel, get your ass in there.
There it is.
It doesn't work, Shedeur Sanders, get your ass in there.
Let's
go. Let's see.
And by the way, Kevin.
That would be it. I mean,
No. We're not going to do it.
It's unfair to say.
No. Kevin, you better start cooking. The evaluation is just not on rookies. The evaluation is on him. The evaluation is on the front office. I'm not giving you no pass to come out here and say, well, these guys weren't it. I keep telling y'all, what magical Casper the Friendly Ghost went out and said, I'm going to come out here and I'm going to play for the Browns. The Browns have either picked, coached up, or decided who was going to play. If the proof is on the field and it's 3 wins or no wins or 2 wins, I'm not going to sit up here and act like people came off the street and just said, hey, I'm going to play for the Browns today. You did it. You are here. Last year, you turned over that playbook after Deshaun Watson was done, right? You could have stood in the battle and coached up Jameis Winston and the rest of them. You handed the playbook over to Dorsey. There's no more scapegoats. There's nobody. Baker's gone. Chubb's gone. Odell is finished. All of the talk. Deshaun is on the sidelines. It is now upon you. Please figure it out because a good coach gets guys to play. They don't have to wait on the savior in 26. You know what they can do? They can find plays for guys that's right down.
And by the way, again, way too early, but right now it looks like there's no savior in 26. Right now. Long way to go.
It is early, yeah.
But right now there
early.
doesn't appear to be any obvious candidate.
Yeah.
You got to say it with your chest, though. Our quarterbacks in 26. Our quarterbacks in 26. Nah, boy. Arch Manning, Nussmeier, and Cade Klubnik. Hey, bro, I seen your game against Georgia Tech. Nasty work, Cade. You were supposed to be the #1 pick. Hey, listen, this segment is sponsored by Mr. Hero. We always looking for one. I can be your hero, baby. You just looking for one. You
What did
can
you eat this
take
morning?
my breath away. Y'all been looking for one. I don't see it. I don't see it.
Let's hope something changes between now and the draft.
Yeah, let's hope Paul
So
DePodesta is
long
gone
time.
before next draft. Okay, do we hope that?
We can.
that?
We can. But I don't, by the way, I don't think the Browns are going to make a change. Jason, you don't think they're going to make a change, right?
At what?
Quarterback. I don't think they will either.
No,
This week?
he already said so.
I don't think they will either.
He already said he
Well,
wasn't.
that didn't mean anything.
Well, I mean,
But no, I don't think they're making.
he was kind of definitive.
I do think it'll come.
Dysfunction.
I do think it'll come sooner than later, but it's not this week.